Lovecraftian horror game, anyone? Lovecraftian horror game? Current act progress is at 14%. We're overall at 68%. We're still not using any hints because I'm going for a hintless run. I'm pretty sure I missed that one answer, so I feel like we're not gonna get 100%, which will be sad. But, yeah. Responses found 69. Nice. True, right? Right, Sharon? Right? Doctor, you're doing great. That's a lot of questions to know them inside out. For those of you that are new to it, we are playing the role of a psychiatrist, and like none of us are licensed therapists or anything, but we're playing that role, and we try to find out who killed Dr. Dekker on the night of Valentine. So that's basically our thing, and meanwhile getting therapy to everybody. You'll get an overview of the last 3 acts in cutouts now, and then we're gonna look into everything we found so far as additional evidence, and then we go on with therapy. Okay? Let's go!
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes.
We've also been losing sanity as we speak, by the way.
Smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife. Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts
I can change my skin.
Act 2.
men's skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
Uh-oh.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
I want
phone
snow
that
too, Emma.
and ask me for
I don't have
Nathan's
snow.
number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't
He
I?
was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. There's someone else
And the
in
next
my
act.
power.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I'm not broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
You may just still pull out in front of the driver.
So as you can see, a lot of shit has been slowly happening and getting worse. And I was thinking of talking to Claire now, because I do think we were at an impasse with Bryce. We needed more information from other people. Information, mouse. Information. And to then have more ideas what to ask Bryce, because in all honesty, like y'all know, like those who have been here before know, I am actually taking notes. I am playing this completely and I'm taking notes. So we have additional clues. For example, the loan agreement. Apparently, Dr. Dekker loaned one of his patients, Mariana, quite the sum of £15,000, and it would be no payback needed once he died, which is kind of And we have the toxicology report, which says right behind my hat here that he was tested positive for temazepam, which is sleeping medication, and alcohol. Ethanol, alcohol, whatever. Then we have a crime scene report. from the crime scene of Dr. Dekker, where he found out that a paper spike was used to stab him into the heart and that killed him. So he was stabbed, which is her material. Then we've got Claire, which is currently sitting in front of us. She was arrested for stabbing her husband with a steak knife, and her husband allegedly died. But at the same time, she claims she has resurrected her husband. Except not in, like, full... Like, he has been damaged. His brain has been kind of damaged. He seems kind of primal now. More of a zombie. Then we have the resignation letter, which means Dr. Dekker resigned 3 days before his death. Also kind of weird. And we've got the Elderby footage. So if you still haven't found out that this is kind of weird yet, let's watch this.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here.
That is true, Emma. No share, only information.
God, the great old one, the elder god.
I am.
Cthulhu. However you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
I'm sorry, Elderby.
Let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
Information.
Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but
Use information.
Granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you.
Information.
Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end.
Mouse taking
Not
notes.
all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I will be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. Where's your glass, Doctor?
Definitely spooky stuff going on here. It's kind of weird. We do have responses. For example, we can look into what we talked with Bryce last time.
How extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her. I really wish I'd taken photos now.
Iris says she wasn't in a girl in the basement. Was a thing I decided to just lie about. See if there is a response to it, and there was one. Which is kind of interesting. It was not the response that I thought it would be. So we triggered something entirely different. We also have the question history. You can see a nya every now and in a while. That's usually because I also write the nya down when I'm in cat mode. Scarlet wants to stop pushing people away. Maybe she should just refuse to dream walk for them, or be honest about what might happen, or accept they're just dreams. We have our own notes here. This can be a hint for us what to ask. Oh, now I want to first, like, talk to Claire. And that means we're gonna start easy, the same way as we usually do. Hi Claire, how are you today? I, for example, have a headache.
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl.
Oh.
I need to do something.
So, Claire has been meeting a little girl in her backyard area-ish. Claire has, like, big houses and stuff. And at the sea house, at the sea, she has been meeting a girl and talking to her. Like a child. David is her husband. So, he caused a problem. David caused a problem?
You seem muddled, Doctor. You're asking me too many things at once.
What did David do? David and problem are probably the trigger words here.
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat.
Oh.
I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
Was it the cat of the little girl? What kind of problem?
The little girl, our neighbour at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy. Doctor!
Oh.
Sorry, but I found some of the referral letters we were talking about.
Jaya!
There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
Damn it! Jaya! Did this have to happen? Did we need to do this? Yeah, Jaya needs to chill out. Do not come in while I am in a session with my patients. Ah! Jaya, please! So what did she respond?
The little girl, our neighbour at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Jaya, please respect the privacy. Please respect the privacy. We got referral letters. Hackett and Brown. Oh, London. Dear Dr. Dekker, I refer a client to your clinic for evaluation, Claire Castleford. She's being charged with the murder of her husband, and we require your diagnosis as to whether she was sound mind and had the means. The mens? The mens rea? Oh! No, this is correct. The mens rea required for the crime. Yes, this is correct. This is correct, guys. This is correct. Let me just give you the correct explanation. I remember, this is correct. Mens rea is basically the like somewhat of a sinful mind or something. Like, aka if she had like a reason or a plan for it. If she was doing this fully conscious of the fact that this is gonna be a crime, you know? It's a bad explanation. Let me Google a better explanation. The intention or knowledge of wrongdoing that constitutes part of a crime as opposed to the action or conduct of the accused. A mistaken belief in consent that meant that the defendant lacked mens rea. The thing is, like, it's basically she knew that she was doing something wrong. And that's what we need to prove. That's what they request us to prove. Yeah, it's intent, right. Yeah, mens rea is intent, right. Actus rea is the act, yeah. Mens rea is intent, but I forgot the word intent. So, okay. Letter 2. Dear Dr. Dekker, we believe that our client, who has only given us a first name, Mariana, is mentally unstable and would like your expert opinion on this matter. We are happy to cover all your costs and look forward to receiving your report forthwith. Chart Token and Ball was... They were covering Mariana's costs for the therapy and all Dekker's costs and everything around it. But Mariana still tried to pay Dekker, and then Dekker gave her a loan? I tell you, money is weird. Money is clearly weird. I do not understand nor get any of this. What? Explain this to me. What? And 3. Cat Revenge Solicitors. For the attention of Dr. Dekker, I'm referring yet another client to you today for further psychiatric evaluation. It is my hope that you concur with my suspicions and are able to find him insane under the guidelines set out within the McNaughton rules. What are the McNaughton rules? I want to know. Every man is to be presumed to be sane and to possess a sufficient degree of reason to be responsible for his crimes until the contrary can be proved. An insane person is punishable if he knows at the time of crime. Okay, this is like very masculinely written, but of course it's like meant to address all genders. So this comes from a guy called Daniel McNaughton who said that. And that seems to be one of the main points of his rules. There is an entire McNaughton theory. But that's something else. Google's mixing something else into it as well. But... Oh, the McNaughton rules refer to the legal test for a defense of insanity. McNaughton rules act as a legal safeguard preventing severely mentally unwell, people from being unjustly punished by the criminal justice system. McNaughton rules result from a case of Daniel McNaughton, who was found not guilty by reason of insanity after he shot and killed a person who he incorrectly believed to be the Prime Minister. Okay, so it wasn't the guy that said that, it was the first, case. Interesting. A person relying on a defense of insanity must show that they had a defect of reason caused by a disease of the mind, meaning that the person did not know the nature and quality of their acts, or that they did not know that that what they were doing was legally wrong. If these criteria are found to be met by the court, then the defendant would be found not guilty. Psychiatric evidence can be important in assisting the court to come to these decisions. The McNaughton rules have attracted criticism, including that physical conditions can sometimes impact the functioning of the mind. The psychiatrists often disagree on diseases of the mind, and there is no standard way of resolving this, and that persons with defects of reasoning may not be acting as rational moral agents, even if they know an act is legally wrong, such as a person who believes they have been given a command to kill by God, for example. I got this from forensic psychiatry experts.co.uk right now. That's like a well-written explanation. Thank you to that side. Go damn it. Okay, so good. We learned something new. I did, at least. So basically, he got referrals of those 3 people. What was the first one? Oh no, that was Claire. Which one? Yet another client. I don't know who 3 refers to, because we have Claire, we've got Mariana, and whoever is the third. Or is the third or Nathan, and Nathan killed his girlfriend or something. If that would happen, oh my god. That would be so deep all of a sudden. But yeah. She has mentioned a domestic cat. Do you know where the cat came from? Maybe she knows which house it belongs to.
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka, she was crying because her cat had gone missing, and she thinks that David killed it.
Oh.
Doctor, I'm worried.
Understandable, yeah. Because the girl seems to be like somebody she enjoys talking to, and if that girl loses trust in her because of her husband, that would be worrisome. Also, we now know the girl has a name, Anushka. That's a cute name. That's a cute name. That's a very cute name. I like it. Okay, so... She is worried, right? What are you worried about? Ask her to spell it out. Maybe it gives us more information.
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list. I can't stop him.
That's also a worry I didn't think of. Yeah, sure. That is possible. That's a possible idea. If you if you continue escalating it, sure. Especially since she is apparently not able to hold a conversation with him, since he seems to be not able to hold a conversation at all. Why can't you stop him though? Like, she could try to, like, shut him in or something.
I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that...
Yeah, don't stop there. What are you starting to think? I'm starting to think that we are having an ad in 10 minutes, so I want to know.
That I need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him again. What shall I do, Doctor? Should I kill David?
Sheesh. That's not an answer that I can give in a morally acceptable way.
Very well. I will do as you say. I suppose I can let this go on now that someone else knows about it. The responsibility of having David is too much for me on my own. Thank you, Doctor.
She's taking a pill. What was it called again? Toxicology report. Temazepam. Have you ever taken temazepam? Was it that? What? Temazepam. Yeah. Cause she is the stabby one. She's the yandere. She's apparently taking pills.
I've tried them before. Dr. Dekker gave me a prescription. It didn't help.
No. What you say Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic? Because alcohol, when Dr. Dekker didn't drink much, and temazepam, when he supposedly didn't take them, is kind of weird.
I've already told you Dr. Dekker was a drinker. It's hardly a revelation.
Alright. Right, so Dr. Dekker, like some of them say Dr. Dekker was a drinker. Did Dr. Dekker offer you any theories about David? Because if I look into my notes, you know, it says he has talked with David before, but we never fully inquired about it.
Dr. Dekker was very quiet in our sessions after seeing David. After a while, he started talking about David like he was a pet, asking me what I fed him, what he'd do in certain conditions.
Do you have any idea why Dr. Dekker was talking about David as if he was a pet? her wording or verbal mirroring creates trust.
I think he was fascinated with it all, and David and I had become new test subjects for him. When I said David never listens to me, he urged me to start giving David treats for pleasing me. Not in that way, but showing him how to close a door, for example. If he did it, give him a treat. It did actually work, but I had to stop myself. I felt like I was training a monkey. It just wasn't right.
So he can technically learn. That is interesting. That's interesting on his own. What certain conditions? Let's put that into. Let's write it down like this for now. Was Dr. Dekker interested in?
Dr. Dekker asked me if I'd ever accidentally locked David in, which I hadn't, but curiosity got the better of me, so I locked him in the lake house. He couldn't get out. He didn't have the wherewithal to operate the lock.
Interesting. The situation is pretty weird. Also, the situation in my case is pretty weird. I noticed that something that I've paid has been actually taken away again from my account, which means food money has been taken away for something that has already been paid. And they are not allowed to pull that from a bank. So I'm gonna get angry at somebody. But I'm gonna do that after the stream. Oh, so I put food into my microwave. Like a bit of food from yesterday. So that's something. But they took the rest of my food money away. Like I just saved up a little more food money somehow. And they took that away. For something that has already been paid. No, I'm gonna get angry after the stream. Anyway, Claire, we're talking, right? Have you talked to Bryce, since we still need information about Bryce, or Iris, since Dr. Dekker held Iris in his basement, apparently willing to kill Iris so that Claire could test reanimation on her, to prove if this is true or not, which is one of the reasons Dekker was completely bonkers.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I talked to Iris again, did you?
Did I get this answer because I lied to Bryce? Or did I lie to Bryce and got this answer by accident? Did I figure out a part of the game where did we get the story about Iris? No, it was Dekker. Maybe Dekker made up the story about Iris? Now she thinks I made that up. But I got that information from her. And Bryce, didn't I? Is she now trying to gaslight me into thinking that I made that up? Should we play into it? Should we play into... Yes. What if I made up the story around Iris? Not IRS, Iris.
That's despicable, Doctor. I think I'm starting to warm to you.
She likes it? Wait, really?
That's despicable, Doctor. I think I'm starting to warm to you.
We don't kink shame here, so... Could you train David not to attack the girl? Girl. I cannot write.
David doesn't listen to me. I can't say something and he does it. And besides, How would I show him not to kill a little girl? Slap him on the nose? It's too late for David.
It's an alpha stream. Yeah, we don't king shame here. We don't. Apparently, Claire has a Lion King. We're not sure. You know what? Maybe go back on it. Maybe it is time to kill David. I don't know why looking woman is a bad term, but fair. Maybe in context. Maybe in context. That is a very Lovecraftian looking woman. Yeah, it is. Looking woman in combination was... I suppose that's context. I can't imagine context where that is not okay. Do we have any open questions with her? Yes.
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Oh. Why does she say David is weird and creepy? I mean, maybe the reason is a different one.
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all. So I gave her the name Anushka. She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
Ray of light. So Anushka may be also her manifesting her hope, huh? You're a therapist in search of a therapist? Every therapist should have a therapist, let's be honest. Any open questions?
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well.
Wait.
He's caused the problem.
Why is there no lake house today?
David hasn't been well. Otherwise, I'd taken you. Shall I bring him to you next time?
Yes! Bring David here. If you can manage.
Next time then. Although it will have to be just you here. And late at night. I can't have anyone else see him.
Now, this might sound weird, but given her situation that her husband is believed to be dead, and she might have reanimated him, I can understand that she might not want a lot of people around.
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused the problem with the girl. I need to do something.
What do you need to do?
I don't know. I need to do something about David. It's just too much. How can I stop thinking about what I've done? Tell me, how should I distract myself, Doctor?
Maybe get a hobby? Different one than Dave?
I have a hobby. I come here every week and talk to you.
I mean, it is time to kill David. See, it doesn't work. But we said no, don't kill David. What is if I said yes, kill David? Doesn't work. Because we already had the no answer. What happens if you insult them? Why would I insult him? Is the other question. Why would a therapist insult your partner? Yeah, I don't know if that's a hobby, right, Emaf? Who therapizes the third one? Yet another one. It's like how jobs are made, Ace. It is a Lovecraftian horror game. We are a therapist. Psychotherapist. Psychiatrist. Not an IRL licensed one, of course. It's about solving a murder and losing your mind. Preferably not at the same time, but I don't think we can change that. Maybe get a job.
A job? Yes. I'll find myself a nice little job packing bags in a grocery store, answering the telephone at a solicitor's. I'll put on the uniform and smile at the customers and talk about the weather, and everything will be wonderful and sunny and bright. Next.
Okay, that was a good answer though. Yeah, the graphics in this game are nice, right? No, but honestly, I love the camera angles. Like, everything is just so... But, oh my god, the hate. I'm gonna suggest another thing that you might not like. Maybe you should try dating.
I don't want anybody else. I reanimated my cheating husband so we could be together. Isn't that a big enough sign?
Then you went here asking me if you should kill him. I don't know. Do you have a photo of David?
Oh yes, here.
Right, I asked
From a
her
few
to
weeks
bring
ago.
one.
As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
I want to see the picture! Do we have the picture? Is that pre or post animation? Pre or post reanimation? Have you tried hentai with senpai?
Sorry, that doesn't mean anything to me.
There is your answer. That was a typical "this question is nonsense" response. There are a couple of you cannot get an answer to this question answers. She's not greened out. Was she not greened out? A random lie. What if I tell her I can stop you from reanimating people?
That's an interesting idea, Doctor. It's not really something that needs to be done, though. I have no intention of reanimating anybody anymore. It hasn't gone very well in the past.
Excuse me, there was an answer for that? The earth is flat. True, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
She doesn't know. No, but honestly, it's not! Let's try to find out the last part that greens her out here. That's Bryce again. Why are we not greening her out? We might need to go to the next one. I am missing things.
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat. I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
What does he usually hunt?
I don't have an answer for you.
What pills are you taking? Because we see her taking pills every once
Are
in a
you
while.
even listening to me? Some of these questions are a bit far off the mark.
Are they? Are they?
I don't know anything about that.
Yes, I am listening.
I don't know what you're talking about, Doctor.
There is even nothing in her responses that could give me a hint right now.
That's not relevant.
It's not even relevant what kind of hobbies she has.
I have a hobby. I come here every week and talk to you.
What if that's not a hobby? What did Iris say when you talked to her? You have never talked to Bryce? Always gives up. Always comes
I never
back.
talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I talked to Iris again, did you?
She probably had no reason to. Like, Bryce always gets me back to this answer, and that answer is locked. Like, there is nothing else to it. There are no stars on it. Oh, she had asked about the reanimation idea before. I think that came up in talking with Dr. Dekker, and Dr. Dekker is trying to, like, put those ideas into their minds. You'd assume it fell horribly because of Lovecraft. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Or it works out, but not the way you thought. And it did fail. Kinda. I do have one idea, though. We got her referral letter, so, tell me about your referral letter.
My solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Oh. That grayed her out! Should have gotten that idea sooner. Was too hung up to on other things. Did he, as in Dr. Dekker, ever pay you an unscheduled visit?
I don't know anything about that.
What information do I have? Maybe ask him to tell me about your referral. Does he have one?
I was one of Dr. Dekker's first patients.
Oh.
I wasn't referred by anyone. My GP recommended I saw someone privately. I think he was just sick of listening to me complain about how little time I had during our 10-minute slot.
I'm just copy-pasting that, Ace. Kinda interesting question. Anyway, so Ace had a good question. What was the attitude and personality of Dr. Dekker when he first started to have sessions with you? The question might be too complicated, but let's try.
Your questions seem to be getting more and more irrelevant.
Did I say Iris told him she wasn't the girl in the basement? This one. And
How
then she said this.
extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her. I really wish I'd taken photos now.
Why did you not take any photos?
Ask me something else.
Yeah, something else. Do you have anxiety? Pretty sure we talked about that before, but sure. Oh, we actually did. I actually asked him that already.
I'm anxious. I think someone is trying to kill me.
Fair. Oh my god. Alright, he sucked the oxygen out of the air. Did I ask that? I'm pretty sure I asked that. Did I? Yeah, right, that one. Then we said, tell me about Providence. And we had the teleporting thing at some point too, right? Then we're at Scarlet. We had the death. Demonstration of teleportation.
These sessions cost a lot of money, Doctor. I'm not just going to leave in the middle of one. But I can see you don't believe me. Do you really want me to teleport, Doctor?
It's so fat. Did I say? Yes, I want you to teleport. I did that. I said that. Then I think he said no. Wait, I have the photo. He has seen David. Is this, imagining I am putting the photo in front of him, is this a photo of David? What was the name again? I think it was Castleford? Castleford. Was with D, I think. Castleford.
Yes, that's David Castleford. I've no idea when it was taken. Shocking composition.
It didn't green him out though, but... Let's try it with him too. What if I told you I could stop your curse?
No, Doctor. No, you can't. I've seen what you can do. You can listen and ask, but you don't have any real power.
Are you sure? That greened him out! Oh my god, So because of the things we did with Claire, I had new ideas for Bryce. And I actually helped us. So it was good to first go to Claire. Oh! We cannot just ask them about the personality in the whole. We have to ask around it, Ace, and then we have to like piece it together bit by bit, which is what we're doing. Okay, so I got to go in around half an hour. That's enough to talk to either Aileen or Jaya. So why does it always have to be free feed on my stream? Jaya is getting more and more into her dominant persona, which she apparently has. We remember that. Some of you might. Stop throwing shit at me, bitch! I should continue streaming the stream on Blue Twitch, clearly. Clearly Blue Twitch stream. Clearly. But at least there's something for Ace here. Sad for Ace that he isn't here right now. He seems to like that. She and Mariana, I think, are the two that tend to... Oh god. Have you seen that just now? Jaya is the killer. Definitely. Jaya must be the killer. 100%. Did you see her dusting off her glasses? Dusting off her fucking glasses? Would you ever fucking dust off your glasses with the duster? It makes them more... It makes them dirtier. Yeah, the Wii U is coming to get her after I'm done with her. God damn it! Why would you dust off your glasses? With the duster! It makes them more dirty. It is psychopathic behavior. Yes! Jaya, why? Look at this! Why would you dust your glasses? Why?
I don't know.
She doesn't even know why she does it! Ah! Stop dusting off your glasses! Please!
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No, that was not a no, not no. Why would you dust your glasses up? Why? What do you mean you don't know why? Jaya, sorry, but with what you did, Jaya, are you mentally unstable?
I don't know, Doctor. Do you?
Well, I am about to find the fuck out! Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breath. As long as she isn't dusting off her glasses anymore! Ah! Bet she drinks the milk first and then eats the cereal! This is her trying to get back at me, right? Why would you do that? Why, Jaya? Why would you dust off your fucking glasses? Oh no, we need to ask her something. How are you today? No, don't dust off your glasses.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Okay, we just need to keep in contact. We just need to continue asking her questions so she doesn't dust off her glasses. Right? That's all we need to do. All we need to do. All we need to do. Easy. All we need to do. Nothing else. Nothing else. All of that. Very fine. No, stop! What did you ask?
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Okay, what's work? Why is work giving you grief? This is all of a sudden it has become very problematic.
Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to her about the video footage, but yeah, thank you, Cappuccino. Perfect question. Why is work making you act like a psychopath? Actually, same answer. Same answer. Yeah, that's 5-minute crafts. That's 5-minute tortures. Yeah, I noticed the video footage.
I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
How is reality changeable?
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the kinetic mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Yeah, why are you even born, you piece of eldritch horror? Clearly. I don't know what we're arriving at, but I am
No, sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. I don't know what answer we're arriving at some point, but she is clearly the culprit. Clearly. Can you even battle with insanity?
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
What specific example?
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Fair. I will still question it, but fair. I will still question, does psychokinesis really pose any danger to therapists?
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favourite was the grandfather paradox.
What is the grandfather paradox? I only know the grandmother paradox, which we have on stream with me in Twitch. But what is the grandfather paradox? Docs.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But
True.
If you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather.
And thus you will be born again.
Time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, I know that one. Good. I'm going through other questions that I have asked the others. Do you take sleeping pills? Like temazepam?
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have.
Not sponsored?
I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try
Better no
to
way.
forge his signature once, but
Hi,
I was
Kermit.
woeful.
Why would he do? Okay, we're going over that later. We're going over that later after a moment. Okay, I'll go through the main questions that I had listed for myself to ask her. About the toxicology report, for example. Because as you can see here, toxicology report also lists ethanol. Kind of want to know why best before she starts. Oh no. Okay, better. I don't want to see that. The toxicology report mentions ethanol.
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
What's an odd tipple? Never heard about that.
I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
Oh. Could someone like you have spiked Dr. Dekker's bottle?
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
Yeah. Surprised they didn't do so. Yeah, test for fingerprints, please. Would be
I'll go and
nice.
suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
Except for you, huh? Oh! Why would they play that? He's orange. Okay. Okay, so now the questions in between that we noticed. Was she not allowed to prescribe them? She is an assistant, Kira. She is not a licensed therapist, nor, in that case, rather, a psychiatrist. I don't know how it is about other countries. I do think in mine you need to be a psychiatrist to be able to prescribe stuff. But also, like, for doctors, like for medical doctors, for example, they need to have the added thing to their name. Like, they have to be Dr. Mad whatever to be able to prescribe stuff. That's just literally a legal thing. And given that she is not a therapist, psychotherapist, psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever, but only the assistants usually are not allowed to prescribe, especially since she is also not the one able to suggest the right medication, given that she is not the one offering therapy. I'll actually not ask that, because that's kind of logical. What I am gonna ask, though, is why did Dr. Dekker want to be removed from the videos?
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent. Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely. Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
Okay, blatant. You're lovely. Give me a raise. A raise. A raise. Give yourself a raise.
I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes.
No.
Don't worry, I'll sort it all out.
Yeah, sure, because you can. Did Dr. Dekker believe he had any psychokinetic abilities?
Dr. Dekker definitely dabbled in that stuff. I'm not sure to what extent.
I wish you knew more about the extent, but we have our ideas that that was clearly the case. So Professor Alderby was also her professor at some point. How well do you know Professor is with one F, right? Professor Alderby. Okay, so if I write anything wrong or say anything wrong, guys, just a little reminder, my entire English is self-taught, okay? Please do not hate me about the stuff that I learned by watching movies and reading subtitles, okay?
I like Professor Alderby. He turned me onto that book I've been raving about.
What's it called? The Culture of the Kinetic Mind? I'm gonna ask anyway. What book have you been raving about?
The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Yeah, The Cult of the
I should start
Kinetic
selling
Mind.
them myself.
Oh, she should start. For some reason I misheard and I started selling them myself. Like what? Way ahead of you, game. I have played Call of Cthulhu for over 10 years. With the same character without dying. Way ahead of you, game. Way ahead of you. Okay, are you feeling stressed?
There's a lot of stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
I relax by playing games.
I love video games. I just wish they'd make ones with stronger female protagonists. Sorry, I'd settle for any female protagonists.
There are a lot with strong female protagonists, so Jaya, you need to play more. I used to relax by listening to music. In fact, I technically relaxed in October by listening to live music.
I bet you like dance music. I don't know why.
I like everything with a rhythm or a good song text or both. I'm like into a lot of music. I'm polyamorous too. Like I listen to technically everything. There are a couple of things, of course, that I do not listen to, but that's like very specific. And some people would say I relax by eating. I used to do that because that way I would only concentrate on one thing for a while.
I love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst.
That is true. Looking at the pounds I've gained, that is true. But I also found out that this is a good option. I do like going to the gym, actually. I just don't like going outside for it. So that kinda... we kinda... That if you feel like that doesn't work out, no it doesn't. Anyway, but I what do you say? It's called playing sports, right? I relax by playing sport.
Mariana thought I played hockey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Now then, I hope I don't relax by drinking, because alcohol only conserves problems for later. It doesn't solve them.
The bottle can be comforting.
Well, given that you have been a drinker, Jaya, that might be a thing that you know. I'm gonna eat and do some video gaming. Keep holy in here, so Oh, Kira was so keeping it holy in here. Right, people? Keeping it holy!
That option's not always available.
Oh wait, but that pause! Can we listen to that again? That pause!
That option's not always available.
Did you check us out? Did you check us out? When I was like, I relax by having sex, did you check us out? Honestly, could never relate, but you do you. It can be fun, but it also depends, you know, with whom and if you actually are into sex. If you are not into sex, that's a different thing anyway. Question everything. Why? Because we should. We need to question everything. I looked at the referral letters.
If you couldn't see a pattern in the referral letters, there probably isn't one. It's just me. I can find a red rum in anything.
A pattern? Wait, Hackett and Brown. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Detroit? Hackett Brown? The Robert? I'm not entirely sure, but are they anagrams? I'm gonna ask her if the solicitors are anagrams, but first I need to ask about the red rum. A red rum? Never heard about that saying either.
It's murder, spelt backwards, you know? The Shining. All work and no play makes Dr. Dekker a dull boy. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, it's a bit like an anagram.
Slightly MDA. New achievement. Blue! More than 4 months! Awesome! Also, she also now goes with an anagram. Yeah, right, red rum is just murder backwards, but is it just backwards for them? No. But I do think they are anagrams too. Red rum backwards is murder. It doesn't read the same. Techo cat does read the same. There are a couple of words that read the same, but I don't think they are called anagrams. Anagrams are what we in Germany call Schüttelrätsel. aka like shaking riddle. Because if you shake an anagram wildly, your brain starts to like misread it in the right way, you know? Or like that can help. Not every time, but it's how we used to do it as kids. So let's just... Like her red rum answer kinda prompts me asking this, or saying this. The solicitors are anagrams.
I spotted that. All the solicitors' names are anagrams of each other, but why would someone need so many aliases to refer patients? I got a bit weirded out thinking it might be connected to Dr. Dekker's murder, so I just stopped thinking. Don't get me started.
Of each other, that's why it seemed so... Oh, Hackett and Brown. Hackett and Brown. You can build Hackett and Brown with the letters of Chart Token Ball. And you can get Hackett and Brown from Kate Roundback. That's why it seemed so, but I didn't connect it yet. Oh, I hadn't fully figured it out yet. It's just my brain had a little bit of an ache moment, like now. That was basically the thing. What's with my notes? You see that too? All work and no play makes Dekker a dull boy. All work and no play makes Dekker a dull boy. All work and no play makes Dekker a dull boy. All work and no play makes makes Doctor a dull boy. All work and no play makes Doctor a dull boy. Why is it first Dekker? Dekker, Doctor, Doctor, Doctor. Well, what's with the notes? What's with the notes? That is a mega creepy note. Ah. 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 Why do you think... Oh, who do you think killed Dr. Dekker?
I don't know about that.
Who do you think killed Dekker?
Interesting. But I don't know anything about that.
Who killed him?
It must be frustrating, always asking and getting nowhere. Are you frustrated, Doctor?
Yes, I am frustrated.
I see. And how does that make you feel? I see. And how does that make you feel?
Stop trying to give me therapy! You're the bad one! I know! It makes me feel frustrated.
I see. And what are you going to do about it, Doctor?
I'm gonna make you stop dusting off your glasses.
Sorry, I can't answer that.
Punch her in the face. I cannot actively punch her, sadly. I did have other notes though. We need to go back to the other notes that I have for her. You did the glasses clean. I'm gonna punch you. Does it work?
You're getting closer all the time, but you're still not asking the right questions.
Oh, you want me to say I'm gonna kill you?
No, sorry.
No, sorry. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna relax.
Excellent. I'm glad we've cleared that up.
That was weird. Okay, so sleeping pills. She tried them. Did she try them? Did I mix the notes up? Do you have trouble sleeping?
I don't know, Doctor. Do you?
No, I don't.
You're getting closer.
Why did he want you to forge his signature?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to try and forge his signature to make sure that I couldn't.
It was a good moment, Cappuccino. Yeah, it was perfect. I'm gonna kill you. No, sorry. No, sorry. Sorry, no. You won't. Did he also want you to forge a prescription?
He just wanted to feel safe, I guess. Once you get a prescription pad, it's your fault if it falls into the wrong hands. I suppose it does sound a bit overcautious, doesn't it?
So we also know about Dr. Dekker's mother. So did still a note that I had from previous contacts that I needed to talk about with her. So did Dr. Dekker ever say anything about his mom?
Dr. Dekker told me he was adopted. His birth mother only turned up 5 years ago because she wanted money for her experimental cancer treatment. I'm not sure how much it cost or even if he had the money, but he didn't do it, and she became one mean mother.
What do you mean by mean mother?
He said she started out with the normal passive-aggressive guilt trips and then escalated into bricks through windows and cutting brake cables. Well, he got a restraining order after that and never wanted to see her again. When I visited her in hospital on his behalf, do you know what her story was?
What the fuck? Also, he sent somebody on his behalf. That doesn't really go well with Alien's story. So good are we talking about that? Because Alien said nobody visited his mom, right? What was her story? I need to go soon.
She told me he was never adopted. He was just very ungrateful and clearly, using her own words, had lost his mind. I say never get involved in family feuds, especially if they're not your family.
Yeah, don't. Just don't, Jaya. Just don't, Jaya. Just don't. Also, we greened her out! Good! Ag progress? 94%. Almost half through. Overall progress, 74%. We're closing in on the end of this game, guys. We're closing in on the end of this game. Let me just put my notes away for a second. Hey, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. And thank you so much to Zelex90 and Westmake87 for supporting me on Ko-fi to make these videos happen. And you can also support further videos coming up and see your name here in the credits. Just hit the link in the description and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!